Finish line trophy.
Debut of the new R2B2 driver. How about Leah Pruett Leduc, who made her debut here this weekend? It went very, very good in qualifying, but got very, very scary when she came to round number one. Here's what happened when she took on Pete Farber.
Well, this was a good news, bad news scenario. Leah does a great job on the racetrack, makes a very nice pass to just drive away from Pete Farber. But unfortunately, the chutes didn't come out. She's carrying a lot of speed going off at the end of that racetrack. Eventually gets the chutes out, but it's a little bit too late. Watch and listen.
Wow. That is the car, of course, that Melanie Troxel drove before. Good news is, like we mentioned, Leah able to climb out of that machine. Lots of work. Moments after the accident, Jamie caught up with Leah.
Leah Pruett Leduc was making her Pro Mod debut here this week and made it into round one. But Leah, what happened at the end of that run?
Pretty much you're just going through the finish line, go to hit my chutes on my steering wheel. They didn't come out. I'm already going for my brake mags off, going for brake, and then I realized they're out when it's way too late. I go up and hit the manual ones, which I'd never done so far in this car. By the time I did it, it was way too late. Tried to drive in, just like Medlin says, when you go into the sand, you go as straight as possible. I was skidding a little bit, then I got up on my side, and I go, here comes the net. The net saved me. Track guys have done a great job of having a good safety equipment down here, but rolled all the way over. I said, please just let's roll all the way over so I could get out. I'm fine. I'm not exactly sure what condition the car is in. If the chassis is okay and everything else is all right, we'll see what we have available for round two tomorrow. I mean, I was so excited. I was pretty sure I won. I'm grabbing brake, and it's pretty much from a super high to a super low.
You seem fine physically, but what does this do to you mentally as a driver, having just gone through something like that?
Well, there's not much to compare it to. There you go. There's my first real wreck. Mentally, I don't know. I'll tell you in about a couple hours if it'll all be okay if we're able to go out for second round. I mean, I'm thankful. I have such an opportunity here with Roger and RotorAge.com to thank, and then this comes out and happens. It's just how you deal with it, and I'm just looking forward to what we can make out of it.
Frustrating now, but lots of positive energy moving forward. Thank you.
Thanks.
And I like Leah's explanation to a teammate. This is what it was like, Mike. Pretty accurate.
Been there, done that.
And just like an infomercial, but wait, there is more other excitement from round number one.
And Leah, she never wants to go home early. Kaboom for Leah. I mean, that thing exploded. TJ goes 382 at 313 miles an hour, and there's still pieces falling out of the sky from that Okuma car. For the record, Leah goes 473 at 137 miles an hour, but that's not the story. The story is down there just before the 8th mile. It went kablooey. You can see that she has climbed out of the car and is assessing the damage, among which a missing right rear Goodyear. But that baby just exploded down there. The blower sitting sideways on the car. You can see that Leah is upset. And I can tell you, she's upset because she lost the race and wounded her race car. She is very competitive. And she is visibly upset that a mechanical malfunction cost her a shot at the rest of the day. Watch this again, far end of the track. It's a great race off the starting line. And you saw the pipes all go wet and then just kaboom. Doesn't matter. Let's see if they can straighten that out. Oh, Leah's got some liquid coming out of hers, and she is on fire. Both of them, as a matter of fact, kind of light up down there at the finish line. Dave Conley goes 3.791, only 291 miles an hour. Conley goes to the top, blowing up. Leah goes to number 3 spot at 3.804, 314 miles an hour. Little bing, little bang, little boom on both sides, but they both make good, clean runs. And we got a couple of special guests down on the starting line. I don't know about you, but when I think Leah Pruett, I think NFL, don't you, Jason?
I totally do. And we got Josh Shirley of the Seattle Seahawks and Kevin Smith of the Dallas Cowboys. And these guys just got called out on their manhood by Bob Vandergriff. They were kind of standing off by the wings, and Bob goes, "Hey, get up here. What are you?"
Twist of the screw for the idle adjustment. The signal to the driver. Leah racing for her points light. Tony just racing for fun. Trophy. Leah's car blows the whole body off of it at the top end of the racetrack. That thing just disintegrated. Tony Schumacher got the win, but that was the craziest thing I've seen. It's like the whole front of the car just disintegrated down there. Leah's car has come to a stop, and she is already opening the capsule, and Leah Pruett climbs out of what's left of that Don Schumacher race car. Holy smokes. That thing, she hit the gas, it washed out, it moved towards the center line. Those two were glued together. They were 0.04 apart at 330. And then stuff started flying. Looking at the video up on the Sunoco Vision, the front half of the car is missing. And it came to a stop. Leah unbuckled and climbed out. That thing broke in the middle. As you watch it up there on a replay, we've seen that a couple of times, but not for a number of years. The chassis bowed up in the middle, and then when it broke, it arched up and flew away, up close and personal. Saw Larry Dixon do that a few years ago out in Gainesville, and that is a scary moment. But the one thing that you can and a hard landing, parachute certainly helped slow the car down. It slid to a stop, and Leah climbed out and walked away.
Leah Pruett's now been able to talk to her team and process the emotion of what happened. I've heard you explain it to them a couple of times. What happened?
Sure. Well, obviously, of course, we're going up an incredible teammate, and we got an incredibly fast car, and makes a move a little early, and this car's been very reactive, and all of a sudden, one thing I know I'm hauling ass, the next thing I know I'm sky high like I'm flying, and I held on, and I knew that this wasn't going to be good. But honestly, I have to say, and this sounds so weird, the amount of confidence that I had in the car, and I knew what was about to happen, and I've seen every crash that's probably ever been in drag racing, and I prayed and I hung on, slammed back down, and I'm so thankful for the Don Schumacher chassis, for my entire crew, for all the safety, everything that's ever been implemented in Top Fuel for me to be able to walk away. So, man, I don't know, we're definitely going to turn this thing around. This championship chase is not over, but we just a little step back and we'll catapult forward. I know that.